Welcome back to the Ant's Nest. Today, we're talking about my first ever job for absolutely no reason. As first jobs go, my one wasn't too bad. I worked at a video game shop, which is pretty cool. A video game shop. A video game shop. You got it. Normally people's first jobs are like a supermarket. And I always thought, if I worked at a supermarket, what if I didn't know where everything is or about products and stuff? Whereas working in a video game shop, I knew about all the latest games anyway. At the time, I was only 17, so I couldn't actually work the till. I wasn't till trained because you have to be 18 to tell if someone's 18 to, sell the game. So as I couldn't serve people on a till, I was mainly just stacking shelves. And it's not as easy as just putting games on shelves. You have to make sure it's a game that they've got 2 copies of, so you can put them next to each other, make sure they're relevant. You get to choose which games are number 1 and to 10, a leaderboard. Then everything's meant to be alphabetical, and it was absolutely a shitstorm. My first shift, I remember I spent about 5 hours trying to organise all the shelves into alphabetical order because no one fucking did it. I spent another 3 hours just out back. I didn't see a single customer because I was just out back learning about the stock, or more hiding from the customers. I mean, I knew about the latest games, but I didn't know about where anything was in the shop, or the release dates of ones coming out, if we're doing a midnight launch, if we have any pre-owned DS lights in the back. I had a few duties. This is really hot actually, you know what? So one of my duties was putting price labels on the games. I mean, that has to be done. It's just a bit boring. One of my other tasks was the queue would be absolutely out the door, across the other side of the shopping centre. And I had to run out, get people's empty game boxes, put the right discs in the right boxes, put them on the back, and then by the time the customers get to the desk, they're just oh yeah, this kid took my copy of Left 4 Dead. He said he'd put it on the back, and then the people at the till can just turn around and say, oh okay, it's here. Boop, 9 quid, gears. I actually really enjoyed that. It was sort of like a glorified treasure hunt, digging through all the stock at the back. What's that? Oh, I can hear you now. Tell us about the people you worked with. I didn't really get on with anyone because they're all sort of the majority of them were sort of oh, I work at Game, I'm a pro gamer, I'm a better gamer than anyone, and I'm sort of you work in a shop. Get over it. They all define themselves as a gamer. That's what makes them unique and quirky. I'm a gamer. It's fuck off. All people do, literally all they do is just complain about, oh, there's not enough pay, or oh, I'm not getting enough hours, and then they'll say, oh, but I'm getting too many hours. There's not enough holiday time. It's shut up. Okay, you need the money to pay your bills. Fair enough. But why do people go out drinking all the time? I don't know. But then who am I to tell people how to spend their money? I just wish people would stop complaining. Or simple answer, oh, I'm not getting paid enough. Get a different job. Now I bet you're wondering, hey Anne, how was your customer service? It was slick, it was smooth, it was really alright. I think I was good. So when approaching a customer, and now come on, it's a video game shop, half of these people are going to be sort of antisocial losers, so I can relate. If staff come up to me and they're just alright mate, what are you looking for? It's a little bit intimidating, so I'd make it a team effort, hello, what are we after? We are best friends on a quest, looking for a game to buy. That's just how I think people would prefer to be addressed, I don't know. So in the interview for the job, they just give you a random thing, and they're right, can you try and sell that random object to me? It won't even be related to video games or anything, so this tripod. Sell me this tripod. Okay. See, this tripod is so bendy. You could actually do this, right, and make it into a head cam. Ow. Which is multiple use, and it's got a lovely shade of space grey here and black there, and you can use it as a tripod to hold your camera. See, didn't I just sell you that? Aren't you sold? I was well good at selling. There was this couple, right, and this bloke, and he's looking at these Xbox console bundles. He's with his girlfriend, and I thought the most expensive one is GTA, and the cheaper one is with FIFA. So I said to her, what would you rather watch him play for a few hours? And she was probably GTA. I was that's a great choice, get the GTA. And he bought the GTA. We earned an extra 30 quid for the company. You're welcome. See, it's sort of a performance. It's just like this. I just have to turn on video persona mode, and I'm hey, you want to buy that? I think the worst customer I came into contact with was This bloke was trying to trade in a PS3, and like it had like one controller, didn't have the wires. He's waiting in line, and because like the shop is so busy, they're like, we're not doing trade-ins now because it's too hectic. So I had to go and tell him, and he was just like, I've been here for 20 minutes, and he grabbed my arm, and he was just like, I've been here for 20 minutes. Go and get your manager right now. And I'm just like, yes, of course, sir. Yeah, okay. And then, you know what? He did apologise. He was like, mate, I didn't mean to scare you. I was like, no, you did. You're evil. I would have thought there's a rule against like touching staff. Like I don't even like my nan touching me. And lastly, I can't remember why, but the deputy manager gave me a cream egg, and I was like, thank you. This is like the first nice thing anyone has ever done for me in my entire life at the video game shop. So my way of saying thank you is, I don't know why. To say thank you for giving me a cream egg, I'm going to Photoshop her onto a chicken sitting on some cream eggs. Here's the actual picture. I've blurred out her face, of course, obviously. And I sent it to her on Facebook, and she didn't reply, and she wasn't in for like 3 days, and I was like, right, okay, fuck my life. Because you know, some stupid people actually get offended by things like that. How? I don't know. What is so offensive about being put on a hen? You know? It shows you're motherly. That's it, actually. Over and out. I completely forgot. I wanted to mention something, but I was like, I just put my lights away. Overall, I did really enjoy the job. Like, it wasn't bad. Like I say, as first jobs go, it was pretty good. And the main manager liked me so much, she even said, when are you 18? I was like, June. She's like, when you're 18, come back. I'll have a job for you. I was like, what? Amazing. And then my 18th rolls around, and I go back to the shop, and I'm like, hey, is the manager in? And they're like, oh, that manager's left. I'm like, right. Well, there goes my way back into the shop. So, right, okay. But yeah, not a bad job. 8 out of 10. Element.